Welcome back, East Union High School. John and Taylor here. What looks to be a great night of high school football. Wildcats have made their way out of the dressing room. Looks like the urchins of East Union will be making their way out soon. Owen, let's get some keys to the game tonight, brother.
I think, you're going to look at the keys of the game, and it's really going to come down to Walnut just last week just wasn't effective offensively, and they couldn't run the football effectively. And from watching Walnut, I think we've seen them 3 times now this year. If Walnut doesn't run the football effectively, they don't win the football game. So for Walnut, it's going to be establishing the run early and often. And for East Union, it's going to be you had the momentum coming into the game before anyway. 1-0 in the division, Walnut's 0-1. You feel like you can really cement yourself, like I said, with a good shot at a home playoff game. So come out and use that momentum. Seize it early. Force a turnover. Get the crowd involved. Get it where this is a raucous environment on a Thursday night. Make Walnut get flustered offensively and then go to work. Do what you want to do. I'm excited to see this East Union team because this is the first time that I've been able to see the Urchins this year. And quite frankly, this is going to be a team that I expect to beat differently from Coach Todd Lott. His teams were pound the football, play old school football, defense, ball control. But Brennan Cherry is in his first year at East Union Night, and I haven't been able to see Coach Cherry. Heard a lot of great things about what he's doing with the program here. There's a team that has to rebuild a lot of talent, but let's see what they do offensively. Let's see, like I said, if they can capture that momentum.
Right, and you're looking at a team in East Union who, out of the past 4 years, have won the district title. They beat that talented Baldwin team. So, and Coach Meeks is East Union is 5-4 against Walnut. This is Meeks' 5th all-time in Tippah County coaching, wins with 72. A little history fact there. East Union, now get this, Owen. East Union has been outscored 22 to 102 this year. Mm-hmm. So that will be key for East Union, getting the score and getting on the scoreboard early, I believe.
Yeah, they like I said, a very tough schedule for East Union. They took some tough losses, but also, this is an East Union team that I think, like I said, they're going to be better than their record shows. Kind of like you said, any East Union fan that is watching, they're going to love when I say this. They've been the gold standard, no pun intended, of this division for the past few years. We talk about Walnut getting over the Baldwin hump. They need to get over the East Union hump tonight. Yeah. Moved over the past 4 years. Nobody in this division has been able to touch East Union.
Right, and we'll see what East Union comes out in. With Coach Todd Long, they came out in that wing T formation. We'll see if they come out, spread the ball around. Who knows what East Union? We haven't seen them on film, so we don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, and John, I think we're about to have a national anthem. So while we're getting prepared for that and the final pregame festivities, let's kick it back to our ads one more time. Let's see if we can get them on the screen this time.
Yeah, so
had a little bit of technical difficulties. So let's hear a word from our lovely sponsors. We'll bring you back for game time here between East Union and Walnut on RCTV 19.
Accounting and tax needs.
Great athletes, great teams, great schools. Good luck from Norris Howell, 107 Dumas Road.
Angel Davis and the staff at Silly Sisters wishes Tippah County football teams a winning season. Go check them out for all your gift and monogramming needs at 1326 City Avenue North in Ripley.
We have everything you need. Food Giant, City Avenue North, Ripley.
Shop Easy Supermarket in Walnut wishes good luck to the Walnut Wildcats, the Collegiate Warriors, the Faulkner Eagles, and the Ripley Tigers this football season.
Both Eagles and Tigers run with the big dogs. Good luck from Big M Diesel Express. Wishing the best to all our students and athletes. Here at Tippah County Hospital, we are more than just a healthcare facility. Your symbol of excellence is here. Tippah County Hospital, Ripley.
Mi Pueblo in Ripley wishes good luck to all of our local teams and athletes this football season. Go see them at 925 City Avenue South in Ripley and check out their new outdoor patio.
Come visit Lois and Kevin at McNeil Agency, 2009 Highway 15 North, Ripley.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed. Attach images to transactions. Set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or to monitor your account balance. Use the P2P feature to safely send money to a friend. We even offer mobile wallet, so you can stay on top of your finances from anywhere. These options and more are available with online or mobile banking. At First American National Bank, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch.
Mahindra's the official tractor of Tough, right, Chase?
Yep, that's right, Tony.
This baby's got 4,000 pounds of front-end lift capacity, right?
It sure does.
So who's tougher, kid? Me or you?
You are, Tony. Can you put me down now?
What? You want to go higher? Okay.
I said down, you old goat.
I am the goat.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart Haas Racing.
Come on, Tony, put me down.
Good luck to our teams from Rebel Services LLC, specializing in aviation services. 512-0219. Rebel Services LLC, 5901 Highway 4 West, Ripley.
Ward Engineering, providing engineering and surveying services throughout North Mississippi, proudly supports all Tippah County sports and athletes. Good luck this season from Ward Engineering.
We welcome you back here on RCTV 19. We apologize for the ongoing technical difficulties with our commercials. We're working on that, but we do obviously appreciate all of our sponsors and getting that audio to come through, but the video having a little bit of trouble. We're working on that, but we do welcome you back here to RCTV 19 as the Walnut Wildcats and the East Union Epic Urchins are about to kick off. Little bit of trivia for you viewers, and the East Union is the only epic urchin in the country. I believe they're, even just when they were the urchins, the only urchin in the country. A unique mascot, but Walnut brings in years of tradition on themselves as well. A high-caliber program in 2A, looking to have a chance to host a home playoff game. And, John, like we talked about plenty of times tonight, this is essentially Walnut's do or die for a home playoff game.
You're right, Owen. And you know, Walnut comes into the night. I believe they're going to be prepared. I believe they're going to come out, and I believe you're going to see a little bit more energy than you did last week. And no offense to the Walnut crowd last week or to the Walnut team, but it just seemed like they were just not playing with the energy. But I believe Coach Meeks gets them over that this week, and I believe Walnut does a much better job. I'd love to see Walnut come out here with a big win tonight, and I know the TV19 Sports fans and the Tippah County fans will do as well. It looks like it'll be an onside kick by
onside kick, and it's East Union that recovers the football. It was just simply a little onside kick. I don't know if it was, I'm sure it was intentional, but Walnut had it in their hands. It was Skylar Wilbanks who had it in his hands in the breadbasket and just could not bring it in. Right there, just.
And that was going to be number 40 on their cover for East Union. Number 40 is going to be, hold on, folks, don't have a number 40.
Obviously working with the rosters, that is sometimes a little bit difficult, but you do what you do. So now it is East Union to start with the football, and it will be in the shotgun set. 3 wide receivers in the trip set down to the bottom of the screen. Handoff to number 21 off the left side. It's an off-tackle run. 35-30, 25-20. He's still on his feet. He might score, but he won't. He'll be inside the 10-yard line. So a great run by Luke Mavey, who is the successor to Colton Pluck in the past couple of years of a potent urchin attach, and they're inside a goal to go within one offensive play.
Yeah, that was nothing simple, just a handoff off the left side of the line to the weak side of the formation. Trips to either side of the field, single wide receiver to that side of the field. Urchins hand the ball off to that side of the field and get a nice gain on first down.
Handoff again to McVeigh off just the other side of the tackle. He is in the end zone, and the Urchins have scored within 2 offensive plays. And with 11:27 to go in the first, East Union claims a quick lead.
And that's something Walnut definitely did not want to happen there, but that was a nice 2 plays there by East Union.
And East Union just simply caught the momentum a little bit early and was able to punch it in. And with that, it will be the opening score of the night going to East Union. The Urchins line up for the extra point. Snaps down. Kick is up. And it is good. So within 33 seconds of the game, the East Union is able to capitalize on a turnover and gets the football into the end zone. Lead 7-0. Just a minute into back with more on RCTV 19 right after this.
Good luck and do your best. Diesel 311 City Avenue South. Our customers come first at First Franklin Financial. That's not just a slogan, it's the way we do business. Since 1941, we've been helping our friends and neighbors in the Southeast with their financial needs. We offer personal loans, bill consolidation loans, and starter loans. So stop by our office today. We're conveniently located at
RCTV 19 welcomes you back as it looks like another onside kick or squib kick, whatever you want to call it, but this one is recovered by the Wildcats at midfield. So Walnut couldn't recover it the first time, but the second time they do, and they'll start with an excellent field position as a result.
Yeah, that was number 22, Jackson Leak. Nice play by the young man from Walnut. Recovers the onside. Well, I guess we call it onside kick, a squib kick, or I guess we'll call it.
So it is the Wildcats who start with the football at their own 50-yard line. We know this team quite well. Drew Jackson comes under center, Camarion Gray in the backfield, and they'll toss it out to Gray on first down. He will plunge ahead for a couple yards, but there's a host of Urchins there to stop him within a yard of the gain. So second down and long coming up.
Looks like that was number 4 coming off the backside of that tackle, Garrett Adams. 5'11", 160. Wages.
Second
and Timms, I believe, Connor Timms.
Yeah, this is an East Union front that first time I've seen the Urchins this year, but saw them last year. A lot of these names, despite losing a bunch of production, does return to this is a physical team coached by Coach Todd Lott last year. Lott is a old school football coach, has this team that plays physical. Second down and 9. Fakes the handoff, play action. Jackson throws deep, tries to find his man. Did the football hit the ground? I believe it did, and it is going to be incomplete.
Just a little incomplete. And just he got the play he wanted. Just didn't get enough air onto that ball. Leads him just a little short under the throw there by Drew Jackson.
So this is third down and 9 for Walnut. We've talked about it before, John. This is a kind of exactly what Coach Meeks and that staff don't want to happen. Walnut thrives in the run game, but you don't want to be stuck in obvious passing downs.
Right. Well, and that's something Walnut will have to adjust on and see how do they come out here try to power the ball down the throw to the Urchins, or do they sprint them out, return, and then they're going to sprint that guy out?
Throws it deep, and that one is nearly intercepted, but also nearly brought in by Zyler Clifton. It bounced around a few hands and finally hits the ground, and it'll bring up 4th and 9, and Walnut will punt on their first possession.
Yeah, that was number two back there for the Urchins. That was Whitfield.
Daniel Whitfield, like John said, in on the breakup. It'll be Clifton to punt it away. 4th down and 9, so the Urchins will get the football for the second time with a minute and a half. She would have picked it in for Walnut, quite the opposite. A little bit nice snap. Clifton will punt away, end over end kick, and gets a wildcat roll inside the 20-yard line. So Clifton with a nice punt inside the 20 to the 18-yard. That is where the Wildcats will give the ball up to the Urchins.
Yeah, Wildcats here. See defense of what adjustments they make. We will stay here for this change of possession, but let's see what the Wildcats do here on defense to adjust to the Urchins' style play. It's a little different than the Urchins have done in the past. They're more the ball. Looks like they're going to spread the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, this is they're going to run it, but you got different formations. Sometimes they'll get single back pistol, but then sometimes they're not afraid to do what they did just then and go 5 wide. However, it looks like East Union was not happy with the offensive sets. Looks like a substitution late, so with the timeout, we'll take it with them. 7-0. East Union leads here in the first on RCTV 19.
Avenue North, or you can give us a call at 512-5808. Apply online at www.oneffc.com. All loans are subject to our liberal credit policy and limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial.
Henderson Pest Control wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes this football season. ADF Automotives wishes good luck to Charlie and the Ripley Tigers.
Accidents are catastrophic, what we consider a catastrophic accident. On a catastrophic injury, you're not going to be able to go back to work in a week. You're going to be out of work. You're going to be going to doctor's appointments.
We bring you back on RCTV 19 as the Urchins have the football again in the 5-wide set. And it'll be a quarterback draw taken up the middle and brought down after a couple of yards, I believe. That is number 6, the quarterback. And listed on the roster is Tyson Mears, but that is not what I just heard the PA announcer said. So I'm going to look into finding that name of the quarterback. Thank you. Just was informed by an East Union player up here with us, Drew Holloman, the quarterback, usually listed at number 14, number 6 tonight. So Holloman will throw out a swing pass to the outside to McVeigh, and McVeigh will be able to bring it in, but the Walnut defense able to stop him in the backfield for a loss. Plenty of guys there.
Yeah, there was about 5 or 6 guys there for the Walnut Wildcats. Looks like they were led in there by Camarion Gray. Also looks like they were led in there by number
Trenton Braddock, another one on there.
Yes, another name there to be called for the Walnut Wildcats.
So 3rd down and 10, and again, kind of the same thing for East Union in the past few years. A team that likes to run the football. You don't want to get in obvious passing downs, man in motion. Now they are going to run the football here on 3rd down. A little bit of a jet sweep, and it's Riley Williams that has the outside corner, and he has a 1st down and more. Cuts it back inside to the 35, and that's a deflating thing for the Walnut Wildcats when you get a team to 3rd and long, and then you let a jet sweep get by on the outside, can't keep contained, and move the sticks.
Right, you got to be as a defensive end. You got to set that corner. You got to turn your man back inside to help, and that's what the the tackle for East Union did a good job hooking what they call a hook block, hooking the defensive end in the formation to get the ball outside the formation.
Holloman will hand off to McVeigh up the middle. McVeigh's got about 5 yards at least, maybe 6, before he is brought down in the middle of the field. Trying to get the numbers in on that tackle. Number 24 among them, that is Caden Armstrong.
It's like number 22, Jackson Leak in there.
2nd down and 4 coming up for the Urchins. And East Union has ran the football really well in the early going. Obviously, the 2-play drive off the onside kick got him in the end zone, and then a 3rd down conversion with a jet sweep. East Union has quite simply done what I'm sure Coach Cherry and his staff has wanted to do come into the game, which was establish and win at the point of attack. Man in motion, play action on the sweep this time. Now Holloman will step out. He'll run with it. He is a speedy man coming out of the backfield, and he will get across the 1st down marker and move the chains.
Yeah, and, they Walnut did a good job having pressure there on Holloman. He just gets outside, reads it, and gets a good gain on 1st down. So
Holloman doesn't have a size listed, but, John, looking at him, I can't imagine he's any taller than – maybe, let's look. Luke McVeigh is listed at 6 foot. He's got to be no taller than 5'10". A speedy guy out in the back that is leading the offense. So will be a threat that Walnut will have to watch. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. Now Holloman sets back to pass, rolls right, looks, and he will toss this one over the head, nearly intercepted by Camarion Gray, but he does get a hand on it.
I believe that's going to be a legal block in the back on East Union. They are in the area of holding. Is the flag there for East Union? So we'll see what the umpire calls.
Definitely a flag, you can tell, against the offensive line. But like you said, we will see what the call is officially. It is a hold.
Holding on the Urchin.
That'll be a free 10-yard penalty for the Wildcats.
Well, and see, when you roll out, John, you know this as well as anybody playing on the line. When your quarterback rolls out right, you're expecting him to be inside the pocket, so you're blocking that pocket. So when that end is able to go away from you, knowing where the quarterback is, you don't. You're just trying to get a hand on him.
You're a Lord help me. What do I do? Get a hand on him, get him blocked. What was the story and what was the line in unnecessary roughness? Tell him a story. Do whatever you have to do to keep him off the quarterback.
Holloman with a big run. He's across, and he is a speedy fella in the backfield. 35-30, 25-20, 15-10. Holloman touchdown, East Union. That is a 73-yard touchdown run by the sophomore quarterback.
And we apologize, folks. We were right in the middle of telling you a story there, but Drew Holloman, man, goes quickly to the house for East Union.
Yeah, it's simply put, that you fake the handoff, they key in on McVeigh, and Holloman then just takes it back the other way to the left side where nobody is. And, man, Holloman might be the fastest player on the football field tonight.
He is a quick. I would have loved to time him there after he got about the 40-yard line, but, man, he was down the sideline very quickly for East Union.
East Union will attempt the extra point with 7:10 remaining in the opening quarter of play. Snap, down, kick, up, and it is good. 14-0. East Union leads in the early going. Walnut will come back looking to match the score by Drew Holloman on RCTV 19.
You're going to be trying to get back to normal. That's where we come into play. At Mama Justice, you don't just get a law firm, you get a family. We're going to make sure that we represent you and that you get exactly what the law says that you can get.
Ripley House of Flowers says good luck to Tippah County teams this football season. Go see them for all your floral arrangement needs at 1014 City Avenue North in Ripley.
No matter how young you are, if you have loved ones, you need to think about.
We welcome you back here on RCTV 19. Fun fact for you, one of our sponsors, Mama Justice, she is an East Union alum. And I'm sure she is loving this right now as East Union is up on Walnut 14-0. And, that is a great opportunity to say, as a play is made in the backfield off the squib kick, the returner is knocked down. That is Austin Watson knocked down.
And that was number 55.
Looks like we'll start at about maybe the 30-yard line is where they're going to give him.
See if Walnut comes out and tries to establish a run here. That's something Walnut has not just really done tonight. Establish, the line of scrimmage, and that's something Walnut is known for. You're one of your keys of the game, and they've got to establish, that line of scrimmage. Does the Wildcats of Walnut?
So Walnut will come out looking to match the score by the Urchins. 2 drives and 2 scores for East Union. They lead 14-0. Jackson hands off up the middle, and maybe a couple yards, nothing more, before he's brought down by the front 7 of the Urchins.
Tough sledding up front for the Walnut Wildcats. I believe that was Gray on the carry.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 8. And, Walnut had their opportunity on the last drive, had the man that they just were not able to get the football out to on the play action pass on 2nd down. So you might see if Walnut doesn't try to set up something similar. We've seen before, Coach Meeks likes to get Jackson time rolling out of the pocket to make a big play with his arm. Let's see if he does that on 2nd down. Clifton in motion. They do fake it, play action. Here comes a screen to Gray, and it opens big time. And Camarion Gray is going to get across the 50 for a 1st down, but it's coming back with a holding.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be.
And we just had an exclamation over the mic on the we still got it going inside the booth, but
I believe that was going to be holding.
It is going to be holding. It was
the blocking back there for Walnut, but I'm not sure who that was.
Had a man tied up with him, and it was a play that, again, he was trying to get out in front, and defender makes a move. You don't want to make a tackle, so you just get a quick little grab and chuck them and hope that it isn't called against you. But a good thing for the Walnut Wildcats, if there is one, it's a spot foul. So instead of 2nd and 18, we're looking at 2nd and 10.
You're right. Fortunate for the Urchins, that was a foul on the Wildcats. That was a nice play set up there by Coach Meeks and his offensive coordinators there.
That screen pass is one that Walnuts went to quite a few times this year when they needed a big play. And it delivered, just the flag brings it back. So 2nd down and 10. Jackson puts Gray in motion to the bottom of the screen. Now fakes, play action. Looks like he's going to throw one deep to Gray. Gray's got one-on-one coverage, and he is just overthrown. And it's incomplete, so we'll go to 3rd down and 10.
That was Drew Whitfield on coverage for East Union there.
Yeah, Whitfield was never really fooled, but you still look at the size mismatch, and Gray had a chance to bring that football down. It looks like it. He might have just jumped a little early, maybe misjudged where it was in the air. But I'm sure that's one that Gray and Jackson both wish they could have back, because despite the good coverage by Whitfield, Gray had the one-on-one matchup
he had the position. You're right, Owen, and he did have the inside position. Ball just a little overthrown there by Drew Jackson, maybe a little extra momentum.
3rd down and 10. Clifton in motion. We will fake the toss again. Jackson double clutches, throws. He's got a wide open man. Throws out of the reach of Trenton Braddock. And Trenton Braddock would be running all the way to the sausage and cheese platters in the visitors' concession stand.
I've heard about those folks. We heard that earlier. Owen, I believe it's going to be your treat tonight, buddy.
It might be. But, man, Trenton Braddock
wide open.
Had nobody within 20 yards of him.
Yeah, that was a good play drawn up by the Wildcats there. Just a bit overthrown. I don't know if it's just Drew Jackson saw touchdown. That's a throw, man. If you're going to watch film next week or this probably Monday, you're like, where was that thing in there?
You'll hear sometimes players talk about a guy being so open that it just almost rattles you because you're not expecting that person to be so open, both for the quarterback and the receiver. As Clifton's punt does get, again, another nice walnut roll inside the 30. It'll be the 29-yard line where East Union sets up. They lead 14-0 with 5:25 remaining in the first quarter. We bring you back on RCTV 19.
Cope financially if anything happened to you. Trust me, there are benefits to getting life insurance when you're still young and healthy. Modern Woodman can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement.
This is Stephen Eaton in the Bellhaven Historic Downtown Corinth. Call me at 287-0113.
Modern Woodman of America.
We welcome you back here on RCTV 19. 1st down and 10 from the 29. East Union puts Riley Williams in motion, and now a throw out of the backfield to Luke McVeigh. He's across the 50-yard line. He could go one man, two beat. The Urchins are going to score. One play, one score. The East Union offense has come alive here in Urchin country.
And I'm going to tell you what, folks. East Union is good at, well, you see why now East Union is somebody you don't sleep on. You see quite a few starters out, but man, they just reload and they just rebuild. Man, that's 20 points here within what 15 minutes of the first quarter.
Under 7 minutes of game time.
Yeah.
This East Union offense, they are speedy, they run it effectively, and they just showed right there Drew Holloman can throw the football as he throws a wheel route to Luke McVeigh, and the extra point makes it 21-0. So just as we join you, we'll take you back for another word as East Union is leading big here in Blue Springs. Back in just a moment on RCTV 19.
Of America, touching lives, securing futures.
This broadcast of Tippah County Sports is brought to you by Tippah Connect, your home in Tippah County for high-speed internet. Give them a call at 662-587-9055 to get set up with their ultra-high-speed internet today. Ripley Parts Company has been a proud supporter of Tippah County Sports for 76 years.
We welcome you back on RCTV 19, and just like that, you blink and you miss it. East Union is up 21-0 on Walnut, and John, I mean, it's as simple as this. Walnut has to score on this possession.
You got to do something here if you're the Wildcats. Defensive adjustment, something. Then that's going to be a kick to, looks like going to be taken by number 5, Adrian Palmer. Palmer fair catch the ball. Walnut will take over there about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, just a little pooch kick, and you see, I think it's kind of what East Union decided they wanted to do tonight. You kick the onside first, you get them a little gun shy, and you make that team move up. You didn't want to kick it deep to Camarion Gray. So now East Union is content to be able to pooch kick it and take away that option of scoring from Walnut.
And Walnut, last week was their one big bright spot was that kickoff return by Austin Watson.
So it is 1st down and 10 from the 39 for Walnut. I formation. Clifton has the H-back on the right side of the line. And Jackson will hand it off to Gray. Gray will take a man with his shoulder down and gets about 3 yards before he's brought down. So 2nd down and about 7 coming up.
Probably the best gain off a tackle tonight for the Wildcats.
And Wilkinson combined for the tackle.
Walnut will look again to score. as this clock ticks under 5 minutes to play in the first. It has not been the start. To recap you, if you're just joining us, Walnut was surprised by an onside kick to start the game. East Union scores within 2 plays, and from there, it's just been all Urchins. 3 drives offensively and 3 scores for the Urchins. 2nd down and 6. Jackson hands off to Gray, opposite side, and Gray will push forward for a few yards and got a little bit extra on the final few moments going down, and he is within a yard of the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and about 1 now for the Wildcats, and this has been the best drive so far for the Wildcats on the ground tonight. Just simple off-tackle plays, nothing just real fancy that the Wildcats are drawing up here. Just good old-fashioned pound the football for the Wildcats.
3rd down and 1. This is a big play in this game so far. Walnut needs to give their defense a little bit of a breather. They need to get this first down and keep this drive moving, if for nothing else, for the momentum of it. Jackson hands off to, I think it was C.J. Adams, and let's see if he pushes forward for the first. Still a fight in the pile. Let's see where he ends up. And now East Union's saying they have the football. I don't think they're going to give him a fumble. They're not. They're going to spot the football. And, in fact, they're going to spot him with more than enough for a first down. So Walnut will move the chains, and they will have a first down.
They're looking at this awful close, Owen. Do we have our first measurement of the year?
Maybe, but I don't know. I'm looking at it. I'm right on the line of it, John, and that's clearly a first down. I mean, we've had a lot of times this year where I thought we needed to measure.
Hey, who's right?
You are right. It is a measurement. But, we've had a lot of times this year where I thought a measurement was coming, but this is one of the few times this year where I thought on one of these close calls, I'm looking right at it. It's pretty clearly a first down.
I believe length of football, don't you? I believe it's length of football.
I think around that, but hey, I could be wrong. We'll see. It wasn't the length of the football, but it is a first down.
Oh, wow. First down, Wildcats. The tip of the football.
It was the tip of the football, but I promise you, from my angle, it looked like it was at least a half a yard.
That's a Union County Eye, folks. Union County Eye. Union County Eye. No, no, we've had a good time about that. Owen did graduate from down here in Union County. Man, went to West Union High School, so I know he's proud to be back home, and we're proud to have him here at TV 19. He played basketball, right?
I did play basketball. I'm okay with being over in East Union. It's not the place I would particularly like to be. I'd rather be on the west side, but you take it as you can get it.
Yeah, Walnut back on offense now. Looks like they're going to come out in that wing T formation. Going to be Gray on the handoff. Gray going to get a few yards, maybe about 3 yards on the carry.
You see the difference there, John. They run a jet sweep with Gray, the same play that East Union got the huge gain on earlier for the first down, but the difference is East Union was ready for it, and they kept it contained. Like you said, it made Gray, instead of being able to hit the sideline, he had to cut it back inside where all the help was.
Well, and that's simply because that's where they call that what they called it, and when I played it was an old counter trap. And basically what that is the backside guard pulls and kicks out, and that's where that hole is supposed to open up at.
And fake the sweep and handoff to Austin Watson, and I don't think he got anything. I think he's right back to the line. It's a 3rd down and about 8 coming up.
Cameron Warbucks.
Want to remind you for the last time before the first quarter is over of our giveaway. Again, make sure to text this number 662-576-1554 with your guess for total point scored between the two teams tonight. For instance, mine was 61 before the game. If these two teams combine and you guess 61 and they combine to score 61, you'll win $61 from RCTV 19. So again,
and am I correct? No one guessed it last week, right?
Nobody guessed it except me.
Well,
I did not receive the cash though, folks. I will say that. 3rd down and 8. 1:33 remaining in the first quarter. Toss to C.J. Adams, and Adams will power forward for a couple yards, but the East Union defense was there on the outside ready to make the play. Number 27 is the man who makes the tackle for the Urchins. That's Charlie Hazel.
And Adams, I believe Garrett Adams also was the name mentioned on that play by the stadium announcer. And we do apologize, folks. The East Union stadium announcers are very good at their job, but they're very loud. So if you hear them over the background, we do apologize for that.
4th down and about 6, and John, as we go into a minute to go in the first, with the amount of momentum East Union has, you feel like you kind of got to go for it here, don't you?
Yeah, if you're Walnut, you've got to go for it, hopefully. And I believe Walnut's going to call a timeout.
It is going to be a timeout called by Coach John Meeks. He'll have a little bit of time to think about it, and we'll think about it ourselves on RCTV 19.
luck to our local teams and athletes.
Inflation and rising prices keeping you up at night? Ashley Furniture is hiring in Mississippi. We have immediate openings on our manufacturing and warehouse teams, and we want you. Ashley offers great benefits like competitive pay, a steady work schedule, on-the-job training, paid time off, plus medical, dental, vision, 401k, and more. Ready to take the first step into your new career? Apply today at ashley.com/apply now, or visit us at one of our facilities in Ecru, Ripley, Saltillo, or Verona.
Walnut Sporting Goods on Highway 15 in Walnut is your place for all your sporting goods and fishing supply needs. Walnut Sporting Goods owner Tim Watson says, "Go Wildcats."
We welcome you back on RCTV 19 as the Wildcats get ready to go for it on this fourth down. John, quickly, what's your play call here if you're going for it on fourth?
Some kind of misdirection. East Union has been so aggressive to the ball. I believe the Wildcats wrote some sort of misdirection.
Jackson looks to throw and gets his man, but is short of the line to gain. East Union was just playing the line on his own coverage and not allowing anything to get behind him, kept everything in front. And the pass is completed to Jack Leak, but instead it will still be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't know if Jack did not see the line to gain or that was just Drew Jackson getting rid of the ball to save from a sack. But I believe if Jackson had seen the line of gain, he would have got it field a little further and got the first down to what they call a little post play or a little stick play.
But regardless, it will be with 41 seconds remaining in the opening quarter of play. East Union football. Holloman will take it, empty set, and now hands off on a counter to Luke McVeigh. He is stuffed for no gain in the middle of the field.
And that was just it's a shotgun formation, but it's almost the shotgun version of the wing T there. Two power back, two blocks to your, to the opponent's side of the field there, and just looks to either give off or pass the ball that formation.
Same set, so let's see. They will pass it out of this formation. One-on-one coverage, and Riley Williams has burned his man, and it's just off his hands. And it was Riley Williams who beat the DB. That was Cabriana, and had a step on him, had it in his hands. And, just as we talked about earlier with Drew Jackson and Trenton Braddock missing earlier, that's one that Riley Williams and Holloman, when they get into film study, they're going to just kind of drop their heads and realize they should have had that one.
Well, and just a bit overthrown there by just a sophomore quarterback. Little nerves there. Maybe you count it to nerves. Who knows what the count it to there. But nice play there by the Wildcat defense, only allowing about 2-yard gain here on fourth down. That's going to bring us into the first quarter. It'll be 21-0. We'll come back with more here on RCTV 19. Your home for Tippah County football and your
B&B Concrete in New Albany says good luck to our local teams and athletes this football season.
This is Public Service Commissioner Brandon Presley, and I'm glad to join you on TV 19 for coverage of our local sports. Coming from a small town, I started out as mayor of Nettleton in my first political job. I understand clearly how important bringing our communities together, sometimes just over a football game, can help make us better as a state and can help make our communities stronger. I hope tonight that your favorite team will win. One of the reasons I've worked hard to bring high-speed internet service to our rural communities is so that you'll be able to sit at home and have coverage of your favorite hometown football team or baseball team straight from the comfort of your chair. One of the reasons that I fought hard for broadband service to get expanded also is to make sure that our rural children, some of whom are going to be playing on the field tonight, have access to world-class education, that our seniors have.
We welcome you back here on RCTV 19. 4th and 9, and they're in a set to go for it, but it wouldn't surprise me if Braddock just catches this one and punts. They are going to go. Holloman's going to throw, and he has Riley Williams over the middle and just drops the football.
Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, we had number 3 just wide open. And just, I don't know if he saw touchdown, what he saw, but he obviously did not see the ball.
And it was a little bit behind Williams, but that's one that you ask him, post-game, we go down and ask him, he's going to say, I should have called that football.
Oh, yeah.
And, I think really that kind of Walnut was thinking the same thing we were in the booth, that it would be one of those cases where it's empty, you look like you're going for it, but Braddock just catches it and punts it away with no returner. But instead, I mean, Holloman was ready to catch and throw, and he had his man Williams over the middle, but Walnut gets their first lucky break tonight, so we'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Because if he catches that, he may run to Tupelo, or who knows where he may run to, because he's still running.
So first down and 10. Jackson, shotgun set with Clifton. Puts Gray in motion. Now a little shovel pass to Clifton, and Clifton's going to get about 5 or 6. So a nice job there, and I like the play call of letting Clifton, even if it's just a couple yards, letting him get a little bit ahead of steam before he catches the football and just use that momentum to pound forward.
And that's going to, you said 5 or 6, that's only almost a gain of 8.
Yeah, it ended up, getting a good spot as well as getting to stretch the football a bit more as he went down. I think it's officially a gain of 6.
Yeah.
So second down and 4 for Walnut. Jackson back again in the shotgun set. Trips receivers up top. Clifton will be the man in the backfield again. Now Jackson throws to Camarion Gray on an out route, and it is caught for a first down, and the chains will move.
And that's the first time that the Wildcats have completed on a pass, or second completed pass for the night of the Wildcats.
Wilkinson combined for the tackle.
Nice looking little play there. Nothing, just a little out route in the middle of that. I believe they caught East Union a little zone package there, did they not?
I think you're exactly right, Johnny. We hadn't really seen that from Walnut this year, where, shovel passes and quick passes with putting Gray in motion so he can get a little bit of a jump start. Now going to throw deep, and he has Jack Leak, and that one is intercepted on a bobbled ball, brought in by the Urchins, number 4.
There's going to be a block in the back.
And he will get out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Interception, there is a flag.
Like you said, there is a flag. It's going to be most likely a block in the back, brings it back, but the interception will still stand. And just a tough break again for Walnut. I mean, that ball, Leak has inside position. It just gets tipped in the air and ends up finding an Urchin. That was Garrett Adams on the interception for the Urchins, and what a time to do it right by the goal line.
Yeah, Wildcats with all the momentum in the world, and Drew Jackson had Jack Leak on the play, and that will give me block on the block on the Urchins of East Union.
So that will be a spot foul, and from inside the 15, that's going to be half the distance. So the official start of the drive will be at the 9-yard line. The Urchins will have to go 91 yards if they want to score 6.
See what adjustments the Wildcat defense may make here. Stop that handoff game of the Urchins.
Holloman catches, runs to the left side of the field, and now steps out of bounds after a little bit of a loss. I believe it may be a loss of 1.
Scramble for the Urchins.
Yeah, it looks like the Urchins were trying to set up a little quarterback draw or something of that nature. They get a guy to the sideline.
Timeout on the field.
And there's going to be a timeout called by East Union. Looked like he wasn't happy with that play offensively. So we bring you back after a timeout of our own on RCTV 19.
Quality
Also
medical service through telehealth and telemedicine, and that we give our working families in Mississippi a chance to participate in the modern economy. We've got to move Mississippi forward, and we can only do that by bringing our communities together. And like I said, sometimes it's over a football game between rivalries, but when the game's over, we come together. And that's my vision for the state of Mississippi, that we work hard, we play hard, but at the end of the day, we bring people together just like our local sports do. And I appreciate you allowing me to join you tonight on TV 19. Here's the best to your favorite team that'll be playing on the field tonight.
CB&S Bank wishes good luck to Walnut.
Welcome back to East Union High School. Walnut Wildcats trail 21-0, 10:30 to go, second quarter. East Union back on offense. There's going to be Holloman. Going to be a nice string out there by the defense. Who was that on the tackle for the Wildcats? But I believe that was going to be number
24.
24.
Who it is, and that's Caden Armstrong. Again, we've called his name a couple times tonight. Big tackle, sets up 3rd and long. And we'll see what East Union does. They showed earlier they're not afraid to run it on what most would call an obvious passing down. They did it earlier on the jet sweep and got the first, and technically that is a completed pass, but also, it's a run. It's
right.
As simple as that. But anyway, 3rd down and long. Urchins will counter to McVeigh, and McVeigh's got a burst. Big hole. McVeigh is running past Blue Springs to the Toyota plant, and he's just going to head on to Tupelo, Mississippi. Touchdown, East Union.
Wow, what a run by McVeigh.
94 yards for Luke McVeigh.
The field for the 6.
And I believe he would have still been running if the touchdown had been 150 yards. He'd still been running.
So East Union on 3rd and long breaks off a 94-yard touchdown play, and it's just simply a counter play we've seen him run a couple times tonight. You get Holloman moving one way, get the defense moving that way, and then you just hand off to McVeigh going back the other way. He cut it back up in the middle and was gone.
What's the zone read is what that is, and he read the zone completely right, and gets up the middle of the field quickly to the house for a touchdown.
Kick is up, and kick is good. And just like that, when it looks like Walnut was going to be able to get off the field with good field position, East Union breaks off a big one, and they lead 28-0 right here on RCTV 19.
Faulkner and Ripley football teams this season. Come see them at 13331 Mississippi 15 in Ripley or at 28171 Mississippi 15 in Walnut. Farrow Ward Ford has been your local source for cars, trucks, and SUVs since 1952. They wish good luck to all our Tippah County teams in the 2022 football season. Stop by and see them in Ripley or call at 662-837-3001. Fiesta Grill sends their best wishes for a great football season for all Tippah County athletes. Check out their buffet.
We welcome you back on RCTV 19. Peyton Taylor alongside John Nolan. It'll be kicked away, squib kick, and is not able to be brought in on the first attempt. And Walnut will have the football. It'll be brought in. And, John, I'm going to be honest with you, that shouldn't have been blown dead.
Yeah, you're right.
I think Walnut recovers it anyway.
They do.
But they blew it dead a little bit early. It was number 4, Colin Clifton, didn't quite have possession yet. But Walnut, luckily, gets up right there. Didn't have to deal with a battle for possession. They will have the football at about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and I think the referee saw the young man from Walnut dive on top of the ball where the ball squirts out the side, and Walnut very lucky on that to regain possession of that football.
First down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Walnut will trot Drew Jackson back out at quarterback yet again. Clifton in the backfield with him in a shotgun set. Jackson will take the snap. Here comes a blitz from the Urchins. Swings it out to Gray, and Gray will take on 2 defenders, puts the shoulders down, and still powers forward. That's just the power of Camarion Gray.
Yeah, Camarion's just an imposing figure out there. 6'3", 220, I believe is what he's listed at.
Got him listed at 215, 6'1". I mean, and he is all of that, if not more.
No.
So second down and about 4 after Gray's completion.
What do you call that? Was that not necessarily a screen pass, just a little bubble?
It's just a swing route.
Just a little swing route, yeah. You have the
a bad snap's going to go over the head of Jackson. He's got to rush back to get on it, and he didn't recover the football. East Union has it inside the 5-yard line.
Wild snap on the play. Urchin ball.
Jackson just simply misjudged it looked like, and thought it was going to land in a certain spot, but it took an extra bounce, and he wasn't able to bring it in.
Yeah, and that's just
a bad bounce. That's what you
bad
call it.
bounce. Center quarterback exchange is so important in high school, college around the country, but especially in high school. There, Drew Jackson just fails to fall on top of the ball and gives the East Union excellent field position here. 8:44 left to go. Second quarter before halftime. 28-0. Urchins lead.
3:44, like John said, remaining before halftime. It was not Braddock. It's East Union's quarterback, Drew Holloman, who takes it inside the 5-yard line down to what looks like they'll spot about the 2-yard line, so a gain of 4, second down and 2. And, with how East Union's ran the ball tonight, John, I would assume you're going to see 3 more runs if it takes that to get in the end zone.
This is 4-down territory for East Union. They're going in the end zone like it or not. If you're East Union, but if you want it, you got to keep them out of the end zone here. This may be a more victory that Walnut needs to keep them out of the end zone here at short yardage.
So second down and goal from the 2-yard line. Holloman will move McVeigh back over in that same set that we saw the counter play out of last time. Maybe watch for Holloman to fake it, but it looks like now we're going to have a false start. It is, and East Union was a little sloppy getting set, so they'll now have to score from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, just Yeah, maybe I don't know if that was a purposeful. No, you can't say that purposeful false start, but
Yeah,
it just gives it does give East Union more room to operate their offense.
And East Union will.
Does that make sense to you there, Owen?
It does, and it'll be Holloman now that will step back up yet again. No back beside him, but it'll be Holloman that throws a swing route. It is caught by the tight end, and he will walk in. Touchdown Urchins. It's number 22, Ben Basil. First time we have called the sophomore fullback's name tonight, and he scores on just a little leak route. Leaks out into the flat, catches and scores.
Yeah, nothing fancy about this East Union offense so far tonight. They've ran basically pretty much plays that we've seen other teams run, but just been very effective on how they've executed tonight.
And it will be Holloman to kick the extra point like he has multiple times tonight, and he stays perfect. East Union all over Walnut.
Specials
here
every
in Blue
week
Springs.
at 1709 City Avenue North in Ripley.
Since their beginnings in 1935, Ripley Insurance Agency has become a leader in providing quality protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Their basic belief in providing only the best in coverage and personal service is just one of the many reasons why today, more than ever, people are moving up to the difference of quality insurance protection Ripley Insurance Agency can uniquely provide. At Ripley Insurance, they can assist you with all types of insurance quotes. We take the time to analyze each customer's needs and develop a plan to fit your own specific situation. Give them a call today at 662-837-8874 to discuss your options for your current insurance needs. Eaton Babin Smith are proud supporters of Tippah County sports. Eaton Babin Smith CPAs and advisors have offices in Ripley, New Albany, and Tupelo. Eaton Babin
RCTV 19 welcomes you back as East Union kicks it away once again. This one will be the first time they kick it deep tonight, and it will go out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. So just about was a touchback, but falls just a bit short.
Yeah, lucky bounce there for the Wildcats. Still taking over at the 25. They will now take over at the 35.
So Walnut comes back out after the turnover, which was their third of the night. They'll look to find a way to get this offense going. 7:37 remaining in the second quarter of play.
Yeah, East Union so far tonight has had the Wildcat number.
It will be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Drew Jackson, the quarterback, in the wishbone set now. And he got the entire East Union defense to jump.
Just a bit of false start there by the East Union offense. Defense, excuse me.
Yeah, quite simply. I mean, when I say the entire defense jumped, even the safeties moved forward and jumped. I think that's the first time we've seen a hard count tonight. So I think everybody was timing the snap, and
well, they know.
It'll be 1st and 5 now after the offsides penalty. A handoff to Gray, and Gray is going to get to the line to gain and a couple more. It'll be a 1st down and set at the 46-yard line of Walnut. So the Wildcats will get this drive moving on one play.
Basil, Wages, and Wilkinson in on the tackle.
So there's a dog on the field.
Walnut makes an offensive substitution. I'm sure they'll probably stick with that wishbone set. And it looks like indeed they will. Wildcats running out of time in this first half to put points on the board. 1st and 10. They'll hand off up the middle, fullback dive, and it goes for about 2 yards.
Yeah, Walnut so far, nothing fancy on this drive. Just good old-fashioned power football out of that wishbone formation that Walnut's been known for many, many years. Formation I ran under and played under when Timmy Moore was here at Walnut. Was the formation we based our offense out of, was that wishbone. So good to see Walnut going back to their roots there.
It'll be 2nd down and 8. Again, wishbone set. Jackson under center. And that, I feel like that one's going to be a false start. They reacted a little bit too late to the jump, and yes, it will be a false start. And they had the East Union defense to jump a little bit, but that offensive line, if you're going to call them out for the offsides, you got to immediately retaliate. And that was a couple seconds there, almost like,
right.
Did they jump? You know what? I think they jumped. Let's.
Yeah, you gotta react immediately. That's a good call by the officials there to put Walnut behind the sticks.
2nd down and 13 for the Wildcats. Back out in the wishbone again. Let's see if they decide to possibly go play action out of it. They will hand it off to Clifton, and Clifton had it bounce around his hands a couple times, but he does bring it in and gets about back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, that's something we saw from Walnut last week, just ball control troubles. And that's very unusual out of a sure handoff formation of the wishbone that you have ball control troubles, and that's something the Walnut they're going to sure up for the season gets going much further.
Well, and I think when you get when you've had what quite simply has been offensive struggles the past 2 weeks, you get so excited to hit that hole, and you're focusing on the hole. You're saying, all right, where's this guy? Where am I attacking? You just forget the most simple thing, which is to cover up the football and make sure you get the handoff. 3rd down and 9. They will fake a toss, handoff to Gray, but the East Union defense, led by number 40. Again, we don't have number 40 in our roster. I'll have to ask.
Mears and Wages. All right. So I'm going to say it's Tyson Mears and let's see what Wages.
Jordan Mears is what we've been told for the tackle.
And Camden Wages.
So East Union, again, with a big stop on Walnut in the backfield. It'll force Clifton to punt it away for the Wildcats with, I believe, 5 minutes remaining. Yes, we just ticked under 5. And a high snap again, but it will again be a great punt by Clifton. Returned by Williams. Williams has a little bit of space to operate. Goes down the sideline, steps out at about the 40-yard line, which is where East Union will set up. We bring you back with the East Union offense on RCTV 19.
Specializes in small business financial services from bookkeeping and QuickBooks assistance to payroll services and tax filings. They have solutions for almost every small business need. They have vast experience in the preparation of financial statements and in the preparation of all types of tax returns for individuals, small business, nonprofits, estates, and trusts. They also can provide business valuation services. Call them at one of their 3 offices and let them help you with your accounting.
We welcome you back on RCTV 19 as the East Union offense gets ready to work again.
East Union in a shotgun set. Going to be a handoff to number 21. 21 going to gain man, they are gaining 4 to 6 yards of carry off first down. They're playing ahead of the sticks, and that's been the difference in the game tonight so far for the Wildcats. Where Wildcats have played behind the sticks most of the night, East Union has played ahead of the sticks.
They have, and even when East Union has gotten behind the sticks, Walnut has had trouble getting them off the football field. Because it's almost like they're just expecting pass on 3rd and long, and East Union is just committing to the run game. They're not going to go away from it. East Union's only been off the field one time, and it was on their own turnover on downs on a drop pass. This offense has been humming for the Urchins tonight. Swing pass to the outside is incomplete for the intended receiver, which is Daniel Whitfield. So 3rd down coming up for Holloman in this Urchin offense.
And believe that was you hate to say a good incomplete, but Walnut had a man barreling down on Whitfield. And
Whitfield's going to take a shot.
He was fitting to take a shot there.
And you wonder sometimes when a guy is left out there, in that man coverage or maybe a zone where a guy's crashing, you almost wonder if that's kind of going through the thought process. They're worried about getting ready to brace for that hit. They just forget to catch the football.
Right.
Split back set. 3rd down and 6. Holloman steps up. He doesn't have the room for a first, but he makes the room anyway. Still fighting through tackles across the 45-yard line of Walnut and a first down for the Urchins. Man, Holloman, I got to be honest, John, he might be the most impressive scrambling quarterback we've seen all year.
He has been very impressive tonight. And I'm not sure if he is the starting quarterback. You see number 5 on the sideline here, and that's, I don't know, he looks like he can throw the ball. So I don't know, but anyway, if this is not his starting job, he's earning it very quickly in my books.
1st down and 10 from the 41 of Walnut as the clock ticks below 4 minutes until the halftime break. And it looks like East Union is going to use their final timeout here to talk over the rest of this drive. And with that timeout, we'll take one of our own. East Union up big in Blue Springs over Walnut. Back here on RCTV 19.
Needs.
Great athletes, great teams, great schools. Good luck from Norris Howell, 107 Dumas Road.
Angel Davis and the staff at Silly Sisters wishes Tippah County football teams a winning season. Go check them out for all your gift and monogramming needs at 1326 City Avenue North in Ripley.
We have everything you need. Food Giant, City Avenue North, Ripley.
Shop Easy Supermarket in Walnut wishes good luck to the Walnut Wildcats, the Collegiate Warriors, the Faulkner Eagles, and the Ripley Tigers this football season.
Both Eagles and Tigers run with the big dogs. Good luck from Big M Diesel Express.
We welcome you back on RCTV 19 as East Union again in the split back set, 1st and 10. Holloman steps back to throw. He's going to chunk one deep to Riley Williams, and Williams couldn't bring it in, but it's going to be a pass interference against the DB of Walnut, and it'll be 15 yards and a first down.
I believe that's going to be Adrian Palmer on the coverage for Walnut.
And, John, watching that, I don't know if that was necessarily pass interference or if it was Williams going and creating contact that ended up bringing along because it looked like both guys went,
yeah, they were going mano a mano for the ball. I do agree with you there, Owen, but that's going to be a free penalty for the Urchins.
Takes it inside the 30-yard line to the 26.
Don't know that I necessarily agree with that call, but it is a call that Urchins get.
So 1st down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Split back set yet again. Holloman looks, and the pass is nearly intercepted by Jack Leake. It was a nice, well-ran route by Riley Williams, just a little in and out, but the zone defense was there ready to capitalize on it, and a great job by Jack Leake to knock that one away.
Palmer in the area there almost had it in his hands for the interception.
So 2nd down and 10. East Union has thrown the ball, or dropped back to throw 3 straight plays. We'll see if they go with a run here on 2nd and 10. Put a man in motion. No. Holloman will throw again. Looks, fires over the middle to Whitfield, and he is into the end zone untouched. Urchins strike through the air as well for the 2nd time tonight.
Basically what that was, you saw.
Holloman completes the pass to number 2, Daniel Whitfield.
Holloman had the big receiver, the inside receiver, run off his route, come across the middle with the inside route, post route across the middle, completes it for the touchdown very easily into the end zone. What's East Union that time?
The Urchins have shown so far tonight that in their mind it is still East Union's division that there's the old saying, you come at the king, you best not miss. And like we said, East Union's won this division 4 years in a row, and they look to make it a 5th this year. And so far, they have had the number of the Walnut Wildcats tonight, 41-0, 3:12 remaining in the 2nd quarter. We bring you back on RCTV 19.
Wishing the best to all our students and athletes. Here at Tippah County Hospital, we are more than just a healthcare facility. Your symbol of excellence is here. Tippah County Hospital, Ripley.
Mi Pueblo in Ripley wishes good luck to all of our local teams and athletes this football season. Go see them at 925 City Avenue South in Ripley and check out their new outdoor patio.
Come visit Lois and Kevin at McNeil Agency, 2009 Highway 15 North, Ripley.
First American offers online and
bring you back on RCTV 19 as the kickoff's away, and it's just been that kind of night for the Walnut Wildcats. Just couldn't bring in the kickoff, just took a little bit of a couple awkward bounces, and he finally just has to fall on it, tried to pick up and run with it.
I believe he had some blockers out in front of him, and he may have saw the fact that he did have blockers out in front of him. Sometimes that's the best and the worst thing to see for a returner. So, Owen, you're getting awful close, son. This is almost 2 weeks in a row. I'm gonna start paying you for your ESPN3 subscription or something.
Oh man, yeah, we still got 20 points to go. We'll see. 1st and 10. Jackson will hand off up the middle, fullback dive. Gets a couple of yards. It's Camarion Gray with the carry, and number 4 Garrett Adams, one of the man in on the stop.
Yeah. Something Walnut has not done yet tonight has gone to their number 2 quarterback in Adrian Palmer, who's more of a scrambling type quarterback. Let's see, maybe after halftime we see Palmer come in and get some snaps and maybe change the style of offense the Walnut runs.
Formation again. Jackson, play action, looks. Corner route has Trenton Braddock open, and he brings it in. First big pass play of the night connects for the Wildcats. A great corner route from Braddock, and, that's opposite side of the field outside the numbers. That's a tough throw that Drew Jackson just put on the money.
That's about a 25-yard throw that he absolutely puts right in.
Well, I mean, we're talking, 20 yards lengthwise, and then we're talking from the other hash to the other corner side of the field. It's almost, in total distance, about a 50-yard throw.
Yeah.
First down and 10. Heavy set for the Wildcats. Jackson hands off to Gray, and Gray will power forward for about 3 or 4. And that's kind of been the name of Camarion Gray tonight, is, in his runs, usually a man that you can see break off big ones, but tonight it's really just been 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah. Nothing, but you're beginning to see that Walnut offensive line leaning a little bit more on that urchin up front. Who knows? Craig could break a big one here.
Fake the toss, play action again on second down, and it's a screen pass to Clifton. Clifton catches it in the middle of the field. He has a first down and more. Past the 50 and into East Union territory at the 49-yard line with 1:39 to go, but a flag is going to be thrown on the play. Let's see if it will bring this one back. If so, it'd be the second big screen play tonight, negated for Walnut.
That's what the man in the stripes in the hat says.
Two officials conferring together. Here comes the call from the white hat. Got to get in position. Ineligible receiver downfield. An offensive lineman got too far downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Okay. Explain to me how that happens on screenplay.
I believe, and I'm not for sure with the ineligible receiver downfield rule, it has to be, he can't be more than 5 yards down the field before the pass is called.
Okay. I say that's, and I can see where that happens on that play. Okay, I don't disagree with the official on that play, but I do see where that could be a call on that play.
It was a toss play to Gray that got close to the distance they had gained before back, a few yards shy, but it is going to be a few yards shy of a first down as well. 3rd down and 2 with 1:10 remaining in the half. Let's see. Walnut looks like maybe not in a big hurry on this play, but if you pick up the first down, then you may pick up the pace. Jackson, play action, fakes the toss, looks, going to fire deep, and he got his man. A flag is going to be thrown. Let's make sure it's not for a push-off.
But did the young man from East Union ever turn around and say
I don't think he did, but, that the way the official threw the flag, it wouldn't surprise me. That it actually looks like they are pointing against East Union. Leak was falling back, so I was a little bit worried about the officials maybe saying he got his hands out. But let's see what the official ruling is. It looks like they're getting ready to spot the football. Pass interference against the defense. That will be declined by Walnut. So a huge pass play connecting from Drew Jackson to Jack Leak.
Yeah, Jack falling back on the play makes an excellent catch there. I mean, it just
the play the Walnut offense needed. Great job by Leak, and I didn't think that Leak pushed off, but that was afraid when he fell. I was kind of afraid they might have been saying when he got his hands up, he created some separation. Glad that's not the case, as it would have negated a great play for the Walnut offense. As Clifton's toss goes for about 9, and with 34 seconds left, Walnut will call a timeout. It'll be their second of the half. They've got 1 remaining and a little bit of time. Before we go to halftime, let's keep it here. Just talk a little bit. Walnut needs a score here, obviously.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, a field goal isn't really going to do.
No, I think end zone. It's end zone or bust for the Wildcats here. I mean, you're okay. No, you're not okay with going for a 3-point play here. You're end zone or bust here if you're the Wildcats. Don't you agree, Owen?
No, I think you're exactly right. We talked about moral victories, and quite simply, you're at the point that you're in division play. moral victories aren't as, a big of a thing to lean on. Like, oh, well, at least we had this, at least I had that. Quite simply, if there is any kind of victory here, it'll be that East Union is able to put up a fight, or rather Walnut's able to put up a fight and put a dent into this lead of East Union by the time the game concludes. And to do so, you need touchdowns, not field goals. Yeah. So you've got to look for the end zone. Even if it gets down to 1 second and you're in field goal range, I think you still got to look end zone.
I agree completely, Owen. And it looks like Walnut will come back out here. See what they come back out in. See, looks like they're going to come out with that power formation. I formation this time. No, they're going to go with that stack to the one side power formation. They're going to fake the toss.
Throws it up deep. He's got Gray in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Wow. Gray, one-on-one with the DB, decides that he's the bigger man, goes up and gets it. And the Wildcats break the dry spell on offense.
Good play call there by the Walnut offensive schemers. It goes in Gray out one-on-one on a shorter DB. He goes up high, points the ball, and he says, "This is my ball, boys. Welcome to Graytown."
So Walnut, with their first offensive score of the evening, cuts into the East Union lead, and with the personnel that looks out there, I think they're going for 2 here.
Oh yeah, Walnut definitely going for 2 here. They're not known for field goal kicking at the Walnut.
It'll be, looks like Gray taking direct snap. It will be bobbled snap. Somebody's got to pick it up and try to make a play, and Cabriana will try to do so. He nearly got the edge. He's still fighting for it, but comes up about a yard short. A fantastic effort from Cabriana to try to get into the end zone, but the high snap dooms the 2-point play.
Yeah, not a bad individual effort there by Cabriana at all. All right, let's hear a word from our sponsors right quick before we come back for the kickoff. Final few seconds of the second quarter here, 41-6. Urchins lead.
Features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed. Attach images to transactions. Set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or to monitor your account balance. Use the P2P feature to safely send money to a friend. We even offer mobile wallet, so you can stay on top of your finances from anywhere. These options and more are available with online or mobile banking. At First American National Bank, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch.
Mahindra's the official tractor of Tough, right, Chase?
Yep, that's right, Tony.
This baby's got 4,000 pounds of front-end lift capacity, right?
It sure does.
So who's tougher, kid? Me or you?
You are, Tony. Can you put me down now?
What? You want to go higher?
RCTV 19 welcomes you back. Walnut will kick it away. It's a short kick. Picked up by the Urchin. No, it's not picked up. Fight for the football. Let's see who got on it. I think the Urchins recovered it, but it was close. Yes, it is the Urchins that recovered the football, but Skylar Wilbanks dove in on the pile and was maybe a half second away from recovering that football.
Yeah. Walnut gives East Union a little taste of their own medicine there with a little short pooch kick. Goes off the knee of the East Union player.
To start this drive on their own 40.
So it looks like East Union is going to kneel this football and go to the half based on the set they're in. Yes, they will. East Union looks content to just take this to the half with what will be a 35-point lead. East Union's rushing attack has led the way, but also a couple of scores through the air from Drew Holloman has the Urchins leading big here at Blue Springs 41-6 at the halftime break. Peyton and John will come back in just a few minutes after hearing a word from our sponsors with a couple of thoughts at halftime, a preview of our game tomorrow night on RCTV 19, and more as we come back with our halftime show. 41-6. Urchins lead the Wildcats on RCTV 19.
Hey.
I said down, you old goat.
I am the goat.
Mahindra, the official tractor.
B&B Concrete in New Albany says good luck to our local teams and athletes this football season.
This is Public Service Commissioner Brandon Presley, and I'm glad to join you on TV 19 for coverage of our local sports. You know, coming from a small town, I started out as mayor of Nettleton in my first political job. I understand clearly how important bringing our communities together, sometimes just over a football game, can help make us better as a state and can help make our communities stronger. I hope tonight that your favorite team will win. One of the reasons I've worked hard to bring high-speed internet service to our rural communities is so that you'll be able to sit at home and have coverage of your favorite hometown football team or baseball team straight from the comfort of your chair. One of the reasons that I fought hard for broadband service to get expanded also is to make sure that our rural children, some of whom are going to be playing on the field tonight, have access to world-class education, that our seniors have access to high-quality medical service through telehealth and telemedicine, and that we give our working families in Mississippi a chance to participate in the modern economy. We've got to move Mississippi forward, and we can only do that by bringing our communities together. And like I said, sometimes it's over a football game between rivalries, but when the game's over, we come together. And that's my vision for the state of Mississippi, that we work hard, we play hard, but at the end of the day, we bring people together just like our local sports do. And I appreciate you allowing me to join you tonight on TV 19. Here's the best to your favorite team that'll be playing on the field tonight.
CB&S Bank wishes good luck to Walnut, Faulkner, and Ripley football teams this season. Come see them at 13331 Mississippi 15 in Ripley or at 28171 Mississippi 15 in Walnut. Farrow Ward Ford has been your local source for cars, trucks, and SUVs since 1952. They wish good luck to all our Tippah County teams in the 2022 football season. Stop by and see them in Ripley or call at 662-837-3001. Fiesta Grill sends their best wishes for a great football season for all Tippah County athletes. Check out their buffet and specials every week at 1709 City Avenue North in Ripley.
Since their beginnings in 1935, Ripley Insurance Agency has become a leader in providing quality protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Their basic belief in providing only the best in coverage and personal service is just one of the many reasons why today, more than ever, people are moving up to the difference of quality insurance protection Ripley Insurance Agency can uniquely provide. At Ripley Insurance, they can assist you with all types of insurance quotes. We take the time to analyze each customer's needs and develop a plan to fit your own specific situation. Give them a call today at 662-837-8874 to discuss your options for your current insurance needs. Eaton Babin Smith are proud supporters of Tippah County sports. Eaton Babin Smith CPAs and advisors have offices in Ripley, New Albany, and Tupelo. Eaton Babin Smith specializes in small business financial services from bookkeeping and QuickBooks assistance to payroll services and tax filings. They have solutions for almost every small business need. They have vast experience in the preparation of financial statements and in the preparation of all types of tax returns for individuals, small business, nonprofits, estates, and trusts. They also can provide business valuation services. Call them at one of their 3 offices and let them help you with your accounting and tax needs.
Great athletes, great teams, great schools. Good luck from Norris Howell, 107 Dumas Road.
Angel Davis and the staff at Silly Sisters wishes Tippah County football teams a winning season. Go check them out for all your gift and monogramming needs at 1326 City Avenue North in Ripley.
We have everything you need. Food Giant, City Avenue North, Ripley.
Shop Easy Supermarket in Walnut wishes good luck to the Walnut Wildcats, the Collegiate Warriors, the Faulkner Eagles, and the Ripley Tigers this football season.
Both Eagles and Tigers run with the big dogs. Good luck from Big M Diesel Express. Wishing the best to all our students and athletes. Here at Tippah County Hospital, we are more than just a healthcare facility. Your symbol of excellence is here. Tippah County Hospital, Ripley.
Mi Pueblo in Ripley wishes good luck to all of our local teams and athletes this football season. Go see them at 925 City Avenue South in Ripley and check out their new outdoor patio.
Come visit Lois and Kevin at McNeil Agency, 2009 Highway 15 North, Ripley.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed. Attach images to transactions. Set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or to monitor your account balance. Use the P2P feature to safely send money to a friend. We even offer mobile wallet, so you can stay on top of your finances from anywhere. These options and more are available with online or mobile banking. At First American National Bank, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch.
Mahindra's the official tractor of Tough, right, Chase?
Yep. That's right, Tony.
This baby's got 4,000 pounds of front end lift capacity, right?
It sure does.
So who's tougher, kid? Me or you?
You are, Tony. Can you put me down now?
What? You want to go higher? Okay.
I said down, you old goat.
I am the goat.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart Haas Racing.
Come on, Tony, put me down.
Good luck to our teams from Rebel Services LLC, specializing in aviation services. 512-0219. Rebel Services LLC, 5901 Highway 4 West, Ripley.
Ward Engineering, providing engineering and surveying services throughout North Mississippi, proudly supports all Tippah County sports and athletes. Good luck this season from Ward Engineering.
Good luck and do your best. Diesel 311 City Avenue South. Our customers come first at First Franklin Financial. That's not just a slogan, it's the way we do business. Since 1941, we've been helping our friends and neighbors in the Southeast with their financial needs. We offer personal loans, bill consolidation loans, and starter loans. So stop by our office today. We're conveniently located at 1703 City Avenue North, or you can give us a call at 512-5808. Apply online at www.oneffc.com. All loans are subject to our liberal credit policy and limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial.
Henderson Pest Control wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes this football season. ADF Automotives wishes good luck to Charlie and the Ripley Tigers.
Accidents are catastrophic, what we consider a catastrophic accident. On a catastrophic injury, you're not going to be able to go back to work in a week. You're going to be out of work. You're going to be going to doctor's appointments. You're going to be trying to get back to normal. That's where we come into play. At Mama Justice, you don't just get a law firm, you get a family. We're going to make sure that we represent you and that you get exactly what the law says that you can get.
Ripley House of Flowers says good luck to Tippah County teams this football season. Go see them for all your floral arrangement needs at 1014 City Avenue North in Ripley.
No matter how young you are, if you have loved ones, you need to think about how they would cope financially if anything happened to you. Trust me, there are benefits to getting life insurance when you're still young and healthy. Modern Woodmen can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement.
This is Stephen Eaton in the Belhaven historic downtown Corinth. Call me at 287-0113.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
This broadcast of Tippah County Sports is brought to you by Tippah Connect, your home in Tippah County for high-speed internet. Give them a call at 662-587-9055 to get set up with their ultra-high-speed internet today. Ripley Parts Company has been a proud supporter of Tippah County sports for 76 years. Good luck to our local teams and athletes.
Inflation and rising prices keeping you up at night? Ashley Furniture is hiring in Mississippi. We have immediate openings on our manufacturing and warehouse teams, and we want you. Ashley offers great benefits like competitive pay, a steady work schedule, on-the-job training, paid time off, plus medical, dental, vision, 401k, and more. Ready to take the first step into your new career? Apply today at ashley.com/apply now, or visit us at one of our facilities in Ecru, Ripley, Saltillo, or Verona.
Walnut Sporting Goods on Highway 15 in Walnut is your place for all your sporting goods and fishing supply needs. Walnut Sporting Goods owner Tim Watson says, "Go Wildcats."
RCTV 19 welcomes you back. Peyton and John, as well as Joey on the camera. 41-6. East Union all over Walnut. And simply put, it's been the Drew Holloman and the Luke McVeigh show tonight.
You're right, Owen. Those two have been incredibly they're two incredibly gifted athletes. Matter of fact, before we came back from our commercial break, Drew Holloman and I believe the running back, both McVeigh, received championship rings in baseball.
Yeah, East Union ended up winning the 2A state title last year. They were the runner-ups the year before to Taylorsville, fell to them, and Coach Jamie Russell came in, knew he had a squad with Coach Basil retiring and then rejoining the staff in an assistant role. That was a highly touted coaching staff, a highly touted team, and that team had an expectation of winning state championship. I'm around this area, talk to those kids, talk to the coaches all the time. That was their expectation last year. It was state championship bust, and they exactly did that. So East Union succeeding not only on the gridiron tonight, but also recognizing success on the mound and on the baseball field.
Right, and of course, folks from Tippah County will remember that playoff series with Pine Grove and how great a series that was. We were just talking about that break at how good a team Pine Grove had last year. Came as close to East Union winning state as East Union did. I mean, they were a couple games away from winning state. So the sports in this area are done a little different. And you can explain that as the tradition of Union County sports. It goes from a big school like New Albany down to these smaller schools like East Union, West Union. Sports are just a little different out here. Explain that to us in the history.
Yeah, I mean, whether it be, the tradition of excellence in this area, especially in the small school stage, when you get to 5A, 6A, the schools down south, they run things a good bit of the time. They're very successful. But when you get to the 1A and the 2A level, the hill country area of, this 5-county area that we always talk about, they have success bred into those programs, whether it be football, baseball, basketball. There's success all around. And East Union, if you followed them ever since Coach Basil got here, they've been a baseball powerhouse, won multiple state titles before this year. Success breeds success. A program is able to find success for a few years in a row, and all of a sudden that program doesn't know what it looks like without success. And that's simply the case for East Union. Right. Pine Grove winning a state basketball championship this year. Ripley, with the culture that's been built up by this new coaching staff, look like they're on their way to being a consistent 9 to 10 win program.
And speaking of Ripley, I'm going to do it.
Come on, segue it in.
Hey, look here, folks. Next week or tomorrow night. Next week.
We're not used to doing Thursdays.
Right. So tomorrow night, folks, if you're listening to us on Channel 19, man, I cannot wait for an old-fashioned rivalry football game. The old Highway 15 rivalry comes to Ripley tomorrow night. Ripley and New Albany.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest game on our RCTV 19 schedule this year by far. Ripley undefeated. I think they're at 6-0 now.
Right.
And New Albany not undefeated. And to be honest, a New Albany team that after they finished dead last in the division, I think most people thought they were kind of going to be that way again, just to be honest with you. But they go on the road and they get a big win against Pontotoc last week. And all of a sudden, this now looks like a matchup that could possibly play a big role in deciding who wins the division, and one of the toughest divisions in 4A, in my opinion.
Right, that North Division 4A is the cream of the crop. Well, you look down in Lafayette County in that area. Well, of course, Lafayette now playing up, but you got Louisville and teams like that. But as far as north half of 4A,
in terms of division,
yeah, you've
got Houston, Ripley, New Albany, Pontotoc North, Pontotoc South, Pontotoc. That is tough.
Of course, Houston being new to the division and South is new to the division, right?
Well, new last year to the division. And, that was – I remember going last year. I covered a lot of New Albany last year for the New Albany Gazette. And I went and watched them play a rainy, muddy game in South Pontotoc. And South Pontotoc was the team that most people expected to be at the bottom of that division last year. Well, they go on and they beat New Albany and beat them, in a physical football game. And it just, I say that to show this division from top to bottom is unbelievable. New Albany, they beat Pontotoc last week, but they just as easily could finish dead last in the division. Ripley, as amazing as Ripley's been, if they don't have their head on a swivel each week, they got a big win last week in division against North Pontotoc. They could finish at the dead last division. It's that good.
Right, and if you paid attention to Ripley last week, they were trailing early in that game, just only come back and win that game 21-7. So, this is a game that defines a season. You talk about, man, this is for our team, this is your benchmark. It's rivalry week, man. It's something you're going to hear about it from you've heard about it all season long. You may have had this game circled on your calendar. Maybe that's what was wrong with Ripley. Talk about when they played Boonville a couple weeks ago. Were they looking ahead to
division play?
Play.
And I think it could be. Boonville's let's give all the credit in the world to Boonville. That's a good football team they've got up in Prentice County. But I think you're right. I think it can get so easy when you've got a division like that and you've got the aspirations. I mean, you're sitting at 4-0, 5-0, and you're like, dang, we could go undefeated. We could win this division, go undefeated in the regular season. You get to look into those games that, matter, and you can forget about that. And so you've got to make sure that, obviously, I don't think Ripley is. This is a game that's been played since 1944. This is an the oldest rivalry in the division between Ripley and New Albany, and those two teams do not like each other. And, I haven't been around that rivalry much, but the couple of years I found that out quite quickly. That Ripley and New Albany, they can coexist, but when it gets to game week between those two, one person better not step on the other side of the county.
Right.
They do not like each other.
Well, it's one of Faulkner issue when you have these parents who work together. You're gonna see your old buddy there at Ashley or somewhere like that. You're gonna, speaking of Ashley, one of our sponsors, you're gonna see them at you're gonna say, "Hey, man, are you ready?" And what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get this game away. So I'm excited for this tomorrow night.
We say all this to say, if you're not at Ripley tomorrow, you're tuning into RCTV 19. Right. There's no excuse around it. Right. The biggest matchup, I would say that's probably the game of the week in this area, not just for us, but for everybody. That's the game of the week.
I agree.
So make sure you tune in. 7 o'clock start time tomorrow there.
And Owen, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there'll be some money on the line tomorrow night as well.
Can I go 3-0? Can I go 3-0? You got to get to 2-0 first to go 3-0.
Yeah, but again, tomorrow night, folks, if you're paying attention, we're going to go ahead and announce it early. Tomorrow night at Ripley High School, same odds as tonight. You guess the score, you get that amount of money. So go ahead and be prepared for that. And I tell you what, Owen, I'm holding you under. I believe you're not going to get there tonight.
You don't think I'm going to get there tonight?
Yeah,
okay.
I hope not for the old Walnut guy here. But I tell you what, as East Union makes their way back to the field, man, let's talk about the Urchins and the Wildcats a little bit.
Yeah, this is a game that Walnut is really. They're going to have you look, and the game's not over. I mean, anything can happen. But, man, Walnut, they've got to be deflated right now, just to be frankly honest. Plenty of time to turn it around in this one and in your season. But, man, I know this is not the performance that Coach Meeks and this Walnut team is looking for coming out. They've had ball control issues. They have given up plenty of third downs. That's the bad thing. Just like it was for Baldwin last week, this Walnut team has been in a position tonight to be in a competitive game. But it's just been a few plays. The fumble, the fail, recovering the onside kick, giving up 2 third and long touchdowns. Just quite simply, Walnut has a chance to be competitive. This game still does, but they've got to clean up those unforced errors.
You're right, Owen. And, for Walnut, I think my 3 keys for this half is get the ball in the end zone, establish a couple good drives, and get the defense – play assignment football. I believe the misdirection of East Union has what's killed Walnut so far tonight. Do you agree?
Yeah, I would agree with you. But you want to hear my key to the game, to the key to the second half for East Union? Run out the clock.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the key of the second half for East Union. But it is 41-6 East Union at the half. So we will bring you back in just a moment for the finale here from Blue Springs, East Union Walnut on RCTV 19.
B&B Concrete in New Albany says good luck to our local teams and athletes this football season.
This is Public Service Commissioner Brandon Presley, and I'm glad to join you on TV 19 for coverage of our local sports. Coming from a small town, I started out as mayor of Nettleton in my first political job. I understand clearly how important bringing our communities together, sometimes just over a football game, can help make us better as a state and can help make our communities stronger. I hope tonight that your favorite team will win. One of the reasons I've worked hard to bring high-speed internet service to our rural communities is so that you'll be able to sit at home and have coverage of your favorite hometown football team or baseball team straight from the comfort of your chair. One of the reasons that I fought hard for broadband service to get expanded also is to make sure that our rural children, some of whom are going to be playing on the field tonight, have access to world-class education, that our seniors have access to high-quality medical service through telehealth and telemedicine, and that we give our working families in Mississippi a chance to participate in the modern economy. We've got to move Mississippi forward, and we can only do that by bringing our communities together. And like I said, sometimes it's over a football game between rivalries, but when the game's over, we come together. And that's my vision for the state of Mississippi, that we work hard, we play hard, but at the end of the day, we bring people together just like our local sports do. And I appreciate you allowing me to join you tonight on TV 19. Here's the best to your favorite team that'll be playing on the field tonight.
CB&S Bank wishes good luck to Walnut, Faulkner, and Ripley football teams this season. Come see them at 13331 Mississippi 15 in Ripley or at 28171 Mississippi 15 in Walnut. Farrow Ward Ford has been your local source for cars, trucks, and SUVs since 1952. They wish good luck to all our Tippah County teams in the 2022 football season. Stop by and see them in Ripley or call at 662-837-3001. Fiesta Grill sends their best wishes for a great football season for all Tippah County athletes. Check out their buffet and specials every week at 1709 City Avenue North in Ripley.
Since their beginnings in 1935, Ripley Insurance Agency has become a leader in providing quality protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Their basic belief in providing only the best in coverage and personal service is just one of the many reasons why today, more than ever, people are moving up to the difference of quality insurance protection Ripley Insurance Agency can uniquely provide. At Ripley Insurance, they can assist you with all types of insurance quotes. We take the time to analyze each customer's needs and develop a plan to fit your own specific situation. Give them a call today at 662-837-8874 to discuss your options for your current insurance needs. Eaton Babin Smith are proud supporters of Tippah County sports. Eaton Babin Smith CPAs and advisors have offices in Ripley, New Albany, and Tupelo. Eaton Babin Smith specializes in small business financial services from bookkeeping and QuickBooks assistance to payroll services and tax filings. They have solutions for almost every small business need. They have vast experience in the preparation of financial statements and in the preparation of all types of tax returns for individuals, small business, nonprofits, estates, and trusts. They also can provide business valuation services. Call them at one of their 3 offices and let them help you with your accounting and tax needs.
Great athletes, great teams, great schools. Good luck from Norris Howell, 107 Dumas Road.
Angel Davis and the staff at Silly Sisters wishes Tippah County football teams a winning season. Go check them out for all your gift and monogramming needs at 1326 City Avenue North in Ripley.
We have everything you need. Food Giant, City Avenue North, Ripley.
Shop Easy Supermarket in Walnut wishes good luck to the Walnut Wildcats, the Collegiate Warriors, the Faulkner Eagles, and the Ripley Tigers this football season.
Both Eagles and Tigers run with the big dogs. Good luck from Big M Diesel Express. Wishing the best to all our students and athletes. Here at Tippah County Hospital, we are more than just a healthcare facility.
We welcome you back here on RCTV 19 as the Wildcats will kick it away to start the second half, and it will be called at about the 15-yard line by Riley Williams. He will go to the opposite side of the field, breaks a tackle, now comes back to the other end, and this is setting up big for the Urchins. Williams cuts it up the middle, got one man to beat, and he will! Riley Williams! Ladies and gentlemen, there are no flags. Touchdown, East Union to start the second half.
Well, Owen,
just a busted return coverage, and that's all it takes.
He comes to our side of the field. The coverage team breaks down, thought they had him recovered, go down for a tackle. He breaks a tackle, sees a wall set up on the opposite side of the field, and goes for a quick, about 80-yard touchdown run.
85 yards on the return. And like we said, John, it's the same thing with an outside run. Those guys, if he goes left, those guys on the right side, they got to contain. You can't allow him to cut back up into the opposite side of the field, but that's what Williams did. Just reversed the field and had a wave of blockers in front of him.
And there you could,
the extra point is no good.
He got to call the bank on that one. He hits the pole.
Man, so 47-6. It is East Union scoring on the opening kickoff, and we bring you back on RCTV 19 in just a moment.
Of excellence is here. Tippah County Hospital, Ripley.
Me Pueblo in Ripley wishes good luck to all of our local teams and athletes this football season. Go see them at 925 City Avenue South in Ripley and check out their new outdoor patio.
Come visit Lois and Kevin at McNeil Agency, 2009 Highway 15 North, Ripley.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed. Attach images to transactions. Set up text.
RCTV 19 welcomes you back as East Union gets ready to kick it away. Peyton and John on the call. And John, I mean, half couldn't have started better for East Union. No better way to say it. That kick is, oh my goodness, is that going to, I thought it was going to die at the one for a second.
Wow, and that's just the way it would have been for East Union tonight. That's just the way the ball is bounced in East Union's favor tonight. You know, the Walnut Wildcats will stay here for the transition of possession, but, you know, they just break down the coverage and go around the end and score a quick touchdown for the Unions, for the Urchins. And, man, I tell you, if you're East Union, you're grinning. You know, you're like, ha, ha, ha. You know.
Yeah, it really has. And to take nothing away, obviously, from the Urchins, they played a fantastic ball game, but they've also had so many breaks fall their way. And, you know, that wouldn't have surprised me if that one had died at the one. Let's just say that.
Well, it's just like an old pitching wedge there. He almost hit the perfect pitch wedge. Could have spun it backwards a little bit.
Jackson drops that snap. Now he'll pick it back up. He's going to chunk it deep for Jack Leak, and Leak is wide open, and he catches the football at the 50, breaks the tackle, now tries to break another one, and just a weird start to the second half as that is a 35-yard completion and a little bit probably farther than 35 as it will be a first down for the Wildcats.
And what happened there to the defender from East Union? I believe he fell down on coverage, and Jackson Leak out there playing center field. We cover the baseball reference. They playing center field and makes an excellent catch for the Wildcats.
So 1st and 10, clock still moving. Remember, in a 35-plus point game, the clock does move. So we are at the 8:12 mark of the third quarter. Jackson puts Gray in motion and now takes snap. And Walnut looks to pass again. Jackson double clutches, now throws, finds Gray for a first down, and he will step out of bounds. But the clock will still run. Doesn't matter at this point whether you get out of bounds or not.
Right. And that is a new rule in high school. They call it the Mercer rule. That is a 35-point or more.
In the second half
is when it runs.
Yes. A lot of confusion over that in the opening weeks, but I think most people have caught on to that rule now. So it's another first down, 2 plays, 2 first downs, and we're seeing Walnut just attack with, a true passing set, which is not really what you see out of Walnut. Usually you'll see play action passes, you know.
Well, maybe this is something Walnut's working on for down the field, down the road, you know, something that Walnut's going to, you know, maybe implement.
And that's a little shovel pass again. We saw that earlier to Clifton. This time C.J. Adams. He's got the corner, 15-10, and a flag's going to come out. It's a first down and goal now for C.J. Adams as it stands, but let's see if the flag will bring it back. I would assume, based on where it was on the field, it's probably coming back at least
It'll be a holding, don't you figure?
Holding, or maybe. Yeah, I think holding is probably going to be the call, but we'll see. It is holding against the Wildcats. So it'll back it up again. Spot foul. So it's going to be, looks like probably about first down and 7 for the Wildcats.
And that is an advantage of a spot foul where traditionally it was a line of scrimmage foul.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something, a new rule that the high schools have developed over the years. When I played, that was a line of scrimmage foul, so it was automatically 10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 7 now after the holding penalty. Walnut will attack again. And a bad snap, dribbles on the ground, and now he'll just throw it out into the flat to, I believe that was Jack Leak on the reception. He is brought down just a couple yards short of the first, and that was just like a dribbler ground ball to Jackson. He just picked it up and threw it to the flat as quick as he could.
Yeah, and makes a positive gain out of it. Going to bring up about second and what, about 2?
Second and about 2. And yet I was talking to my dad and other people about it. You know, if you watch the Ole Miss Kentucky game a couple of days ago, almost all the snaps by Ole Miss were on the ground, low, and that throws an offense off more than you could ever know, because in football, timing is everything. You know, it's not like we talked about in basketball where plays are dependent based on who gets the ball when. Jackson looks. Now we'll throw it to the outside. That one's going to be short of his intended target. Cabriana incomplete. But back to what I was saying, John, in basketball, you throw it to one side of the court, then you make your movements. Then you wait, throw it back to the other side of the court, then you make your movements. Football, you got to snap and everybody's going.
Right.
And the snap being low, high, throws off that timing of routes, and it's just a disaster.
You're right, because in football, it's all about getting to that block, positioning, doing what it takes to get to that block, and then your center makes a bad snap, quarterback exchange, and then you're all out of whack. You're right, Owen.
3rd down and 2. Let's see if Walnut decides to run the football. That one a little bit errant, but Jackson brings it in. He will just tuck it and run. He's got the first down and plenty more. Puts his shoulder down and drives forward. Jackson's got the first down and a little bit extra to the 17-yard line. First down for the Wildcats.
I believe that was a design run there for Drew Jackson to get around the outside corner. Picks up the first down. That's going to bring up 1st and 10. Wildcats look to, if they convert this 1st and 10, we believe they will go 1st and goal.
I think you said with inside the 20-yard line, one more first down to gain before you go to a goal-to-go situation. Gray, again, in motion. We've seen that multiple times. Another high snap. Jackson able to bring this one in. He's going to chuck it to the sideline. That one nearly intercepted, but instead it was brought in by Camarion Gray. A great catch. But that DB of East Union, number 20, that is.
Yeah, he's right on him there.
Yeah, that's Aiden Campbell, who could have easily jumped that.
Yeah, and if he jumps that, he may still be running to who knows where.
But instead, it is a completion to Camarion Gray, and it is 2nd down and 6 for the Wildcats as we tick inside the 4-minute mark of the 3rd quarter.
Now, explain to me this, Owen. If Walnut comes in and scores here, does the running clock stop?
The running clock, if it goes under 35, I believe it would stop. But, again, I haven't seen that situation yet myself, so we shall see. Jackson steps back, looks, fires, end zone, corner of it, and that one just a bit out of the reach of Cabriana. So we're going to go to 3rd down and about 5.
Yeah, our handy-dandy cameraman, Joey, here is going to look up that fact and that little factoid, and that may be a trivia question, but stay tuned, folks.
So 3rd down and 5 for the Wildcats, and obviously you're in 4-down territory here, no question about that. So you don't have to get it all on this down.
No, I don't think if you're Walnut, you're content maybe here to gain about 4 or 5 yards, line up and go again for the 4th down conversion.
Gray in motion again. Now it's a little sweep play to Gray, and Gray yes, he's still lunging forward. He got enough for the first on the second effort. He got hit a couple yards short, but just kept his arms down and his feet driving, and Gray breaks through some tackles to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
Yeah, nice gain there by Camarion Gray.
So 1st and goal from the 4-yard line for Walnut. Jackson, shotgun set, trips to the high side of the field. Clifton, the lone back. Snap, a little bit high, and now Jackson will rush with it. And Jackson into the middle of the field. Did he get into the end zone? He did. Touchdown, Wildcats. Drew Jackson with a rushing score.
And Jackson he saw the play break down and does a good job of his own mind there to get into the end zone.
So we'll see Walnut presumably go for 2. And, John, I do want to point out the point total right now is 59.
Yes,
and with a 2-point, it would be 61.
Now you're very close there, Owen.
So the rule is, here's what the rule says. According about the mercy rule going back past 35, according to the MHSAA, a running clock will be started in both football and basketball if a team is leading by more than 35 points at halftime or any other point in the second half. In addition, game officials will have the authority to make this call without consent from the team coaches. So a little bit of nothing is what I got from that. 2-point play. Inside, did he get in? He did! 61 points. So let's see if the defense is holding from this point on.
All right, folks. Me and I was going to Vegas. No, I took it with my wife listening. Honey, I'm not going to Vegas, I promise.
47-14, East Union.
This man has been spot on the past 2 weeks with predictions. Last week was 55, and this week was 61.
Now, the game is not over. We still got a whole quarter, but all of a sudden I'm rooting for a defensive struggle here.
But wait, let's keep it here. Owen, man, Nice to have a little fun. Good job by the Wildcat offense there. Going down the field in a passing set that we've not seen a lot of from Wildcats.
Yeah, John, and we joke about it, but that is a great job by Walnut, because now it makes you wonder if maybe this coaching staff don't decide, in the games coming up in division, hey, maybe we spread this thing out a little bit more, open this offense up a little bit,
Right.
Throw in the football with Drew Jackson.
And Jackson's looked pretty impressive.
So Walnut will kick the ball away. It's a little squib kick, and, man, they got a high bounce. And it'll be Luke McVeigh that takes it. He's got another big hole. He cuts it out to the outside, and he will just trot out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. And that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. So still running clock, but it's going to be the end of the third. So 47-14 as we head to the final quarter of play. We're back on RCTV 19.
Against unauthorized spending or to monitor your account balance. Use the P2P feature to safely send money to a friend. We even offer mobile wallet, so you can stay on top of your finances from anywhere. These options and more are available with online or mobile banking. At First American National Bank, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch.
Mahindra's the official tractor of Tough, right, Chase?
Yep, that's right, Tony.
This baby's got 4,000 pounds of front-end lift capacity, right?
It sure does.
So who's tougher, kid? Me or you?
You are, Tony. Can you put me down now?
What? You want to go higher? Okay.
I said down, you old goat.
I am the goat.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart Haas Racing.
Come on, Tony, put me down.
Good luck to our teams from Rebel Services LLC, specializing in aviation services. 512-0219. Rebel Services LLC, 5901 Highway 4 West, Ripley.
Ward Engineering, providing engineering and surveying services throughout North Mississippi, proudly supports all Tippah County sports and athletes. Good luck this season from Ward Engineering.
Good luck.
RCTV 19 welcomes you back. 1st and 10 for the Urchins at the 41, coming out at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Handoff to McVeigh. McVeigh up the middle, gets about 2 yards and move it to second down. And John brought up a good point. We do have Ripley and New Albany on broadcast tomorrow. But if you're a Faulkner fan and you can't make it to the game tomorrow, Faulkner's game will also be broadcasted on RCTV 19.
Yeah, so and basically what you do is you go to our YouTube link and you will be able to choose between the Ripley broadcast and the Faulkner broadcast. So if you're a Faulkner fan, go out and choose that Faulkner broadcast. Mike Turner will be on the call there, and I believe he's going to have some help. So it'll be a good night for 2 football games tomorrow night.
Nothing better than dual coverage on RCTV 19. Second down and 8. Holloman is ready to take the snap. Clock still running at about the 11-minute mark. McVeigh will be tackled down at about the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, I believe you're going to see East Union be content to run as much clock off as possible before they snap the ball.
So under 11 minutes to play in this ball game, and like you said, John, East Union obviously in no hurry to run this call in.
Folks, when push comes to shove, make sure that you pick up some Tums and Gas X.
We'll see if Walnut can get off the field.
Josh Blythe.
This is the first offensive drive for East Union, I believe, in the second half. Obviously, the kick return earlier. 3rd down and 8. Shotgun set. Holloman hands off to McVeigh, and McVeigh is stuffed short, so the Walnut defense is going to get off the field, and they will punt it away. John, what did I say? Defensive struggle.
I'm telling you, our odds are looking better and better.
So the East Union punt team will come out for the first time tonight.
And let's see, we're talking about who does Faulkner play tomorrow night. Faulkner will play H.W. Byers tomorrow night. So it looks that will be a good athletic contest.
Division matchup
matchup too as well. And Faulkner coming off a win last week against Thrasher, 21-20. So Faulkner coming in with a little momentum.
And snap is bobbled. Can East Union, they can't get the punt off. So Walnut's going to have good field position. And all of a sudden, my 61-point dreams are in danger here. But a great play by the Walnut defense to get back and rush Timms so he can't get the punt away, because he was looking to get that ball, take a step, turn around, and punt it. But the Walnut defense was right there to not allow him to do it.
Yeah, let's see what the offense comes out in. Let's see if they come back out in that passing set that Walnut's been pretty successful here in the second half with, and it's not been a bad little formation for the Wildcats, sending a little guy, sending him in motion, and have been very successful with that formation.
It does appears the same set, trips to the top of the screen, Clifton in the back, and Jackson takes snap play action. He'll drop back, now throws to Clifton as he sneaks out into the flat. Clifton's got some room to run. He's still running down inside the 5-yard line, and it'll be a 1st and goal situation for the Wildcats.
No, and that was that a screenplay, or was that just a?
I don't think it was a screen. Well, it was interesting because it wasn't like your full-on screenplay where you try to set it up, but I think he just kind of leaked out and blockers got in front of him.
Right. Because it did kind of look both ways there, Owen, I'm afraid you're not going to get it, son.
A broken clock can only be right twice today, and I don't think it's that time of day for me. And good news for the Walnut Wildcats. Would be glad to see them score here. Jackson, play action, flips a shovel pass, and they will be tackled in the backfield.
That was Jackson on a look to be like a straight quarterback dive. Going to follow the block around the outside end, and 3 or 4 East Junior players come in quickly with a touchdown.
You would run that shovel pass twice already. So you're hoping that the East Junior defense collapses on the shovel, but you fake it, come back the other way, and you're just counting on the misdirection. But East Union's defense stayed home, was never fooled. Great play by the Urchins.
They were. That was a excellent play there by 3 or 4 of East Union's defensive players to stay at home and make a good play, solid tackle there.
C.J. Adams the back, this second down and goal from the 9. 7:20 remaining in play. Swing out Adams, and now we're going to have an illegal motion.
Yeah, you saw the young man from Walnut step up, try to secure the line of scrimmage, and he failed to do so before the snap. And that was simply 2-minute motion for the Wildcats. Going to bring up
second down, and it's still second and goal, but this time from the 14. So
illegal motion.
That offense backed up. So we'll see if Walnut can respond. Obviously, got backed up a couple times on the last drive, but still were able to find a score with Drew Jackson. The quarterback will get ready to take the snap, puts Adams in motion again, same play. And this one is a wide receiver screen caught by Leak. He goes in to the outside, cuts back in, and gets maybe to about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, so, bring him around about 3rd, and good call there by, gain about 5 or 6 yards.
5 or 6 yards. And again, we talked about it. Obviously you're in 4-down territory here, so you don't have to shoot for the end zone every play. You can get those 5 or 6 yards and make it easier for yourself on 3rd.
Yeah, you're going here with a plan, maybe a shot to the end zone. If not, you're content to maybe run a quick play that gets you another 5 or 6 yards, set up a 4th-down play to go into the end zone.
Hey, watch the outside matchup at the bottom of the screen with Austin Watson. They might try to test that one-on-one. Jackson steps back, throws, end zone, caught. Was he in bounds? He was. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that was going to be
Jack Leak.
Jack Leak on the reception. And an absolute dart there fired by Drew Jackson.
He only had about a half step on the DB. So that ball had to be on the money off his break. And Jackson puts it exactly where it needs to be.
Yeah, he broke and the ball was there. That's a college throw right there. Back of the end zone. Jackson does not necessarily have college size, but that's a college top throw right there.
So with 6:05 remaining in the ball game, Walnut will have a chance to cut it down to 25. It sits at 47-20 now. And a snap to Jackson. Jackson has Gray over on the corner, and that one is incomplete. It hit the ground and then popped up into the hands of the intended man.
And had Camarion Gray standing wide open. I don't know what his read was there, but obviously a misread.
So 47-20, 6:05 remaining in the 4th. We kick it back for a word from our sponsors, and we're back on RCTV 19.
Do your best. Diesel Oil, 311 City Avenue South. Our customers come first at First Franklin Financial. That's not just a slogan, it's the way we do business. Since 1941, we've been helping our friends and neighbors in the Southeast with their financial needs. We offer personal loans, bill consolidation loans, and starter loans. So stop by our office today. We're conveniently located at 1703 City Avenue North, or you can give us a call at 512-5808. Apply online at www.oneffc.com. All loans are subject to our liberal credit policy and limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial.
Henderson Pest Control wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes this football season. ADF Automotives wishes good.
Party in the USA is playing over the speakers, and East Union certainly is partying here on RCTV 19 as the Urchins lead 47-20 over Walnut out of the Wildcat score. It's going to be a lateral back to the return man, Williams, and he's going to try to break up the seam, and a horse collar tackle is going to give the Urchins an extra 15 yards.
Yeah, that was a miscue there by the young man from Walnut. 47-20, 5:38 remaining, fourth quarter. Clock still continues to run. We'll stay here for this transition. Owen, buddy, I'm sorry.
You know, like I said, a broken clock can only be right twice a day, and it just wasn't my time of day. But, hey, I was pretty close. I will take it. I will take that.
Hey, and I'm going to tell you what, Walnut in that passing set has looked pretty darn good.
They've looked much improved in the second half.
They have.
Let me say this about the guest pick. If it took me being wrong for hopefully one of our viewers at home to get it right, then I'm okay with that. So.
And right now, folks, 67 points is the spread. 67.
You got yourself a nice dinner at Biscuits right now. Is what you got.
Exactly right.
1st and 10 from the Walnut 49. Handoff to McVeigh. McVeigh on the outside will get a couple yards and then be brought down. As this clock continues to roll, we're at the 5:13 mark. So 2nd down and about 6. And let's talk about it a little bit more. The passing set for Walnut these past 2 drives on offense has looked a lot improved. They almost look, which is crazy because they run the football and that's what they want to do offensively. They look pretty comfortable in that passing set.
They do, and it's something that Walnut has run in the past. I've seen them run in the past. It's just something they've not explored a lot this year. So far for Walnut, that has been a very good offensive set.
4:40 remaining in the ball game. Handoff again to McVeigh. McVeigh will be brought down after about 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 4 for the Urchins to keep the chains moving. And I'm sure they would prefer to not punt the football back to the Wildcats before this ball game's over.
Yeah, Walnut has a chance to not tie the game, but make it interesting. I would say it was.
And it looks like Walnut is going to call a timeout. So as they do so, we will hear another word from our sponsors on RCTV 19.
Accidents are catastrophic, what we consider a catastrophic accident. On a catastrophic injury, you're not going to be able to go back to work in a week. You're going to be out of work. You're going to be going to doctor's appointments. You're going to be trying to get back to normal. That's where we come into play. At Mama Justice, you don't just get a law firm, you get a family. We're going to make sure that we represent you and that you get exactly what the law says that you can get.
Ripley House of Flowers says good luck to Tippah County teams this football season. Go see them for all your floral arrangement needs at 1014 City Avenue North in Ripley.
Back from the timeout. 3rd down and about 4 or 5 for the Urchins. They look to extend this drive and keep the ball in their hands to end the ball game. Walnut looking for one more offensive drive. And this clock continues to tick. Handoff. It'll be up the middle, and that's going to be about a half-yard short.
That was number 27, Hazel, on the carry.
It's going to be about no man's land, John. I would expect East Union to go here. Not necessarily not to run up the score or anything, but just keep the ball in their hands to end this game off.
Walnut's done it so far this tonight. Look, there'll be a hard count here.
That's a good point. We'll see. East Union has not gone with the hard count so far tonight, so let's see if they do so here. On 4th and a long 1 is what we're going to call it. Basically 4th and 2, but it is 4th and 1.
And folks, if you can't hear him from across the line over here, Coach Meeks across over there, stay home.
They will run it, and Hazel's got the 1st down. And not necessarily bad push by the Walnut Wildcats there, but instead Hazel fired off the football on the snap. He was ready to get that 1st down.
Yeah, and that probably East Union May can run about 4 more plays, I think, and just bring this game to an end.
Yeah, it's
4
going
or
to
5
be
more plays.
it's going to be interesting to see with the play clock. I think they might have to pick up one more first down if they want to keep the ball in their hands to end it off. But we will see as East Union looks to tick this game away at 47-20 with 2:45 remaining. And John, we have our player of the game usually, and I don't know about you as this it looks like now a kneel and a timeout's going to be called by East Union. So you know what? Let's build the suspense. Give you an extra second to think about your player of the game, and we'll come back as this game winds up. We'll talk a little bit more and hear one final word from our sponsors on RCTV 19.
You are. If you have loved ones, you need to think about how they would cope financially if anything happened to you. Trust me, there are benefits to getting life insurance when you're still young and healthy. Modern Woodmen can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement.
This is Stephen Eaton in the Bellhaven historic downtown Corinth. Call me at 287-0113.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
This broadcast of Tippah County Sports is brought to you by Tippah Connect, your home in Tippah County for high-speed internet. Give them a call at 662-587-9055 to get set up with their ultra-high-speed internet today. Ripley Parts Company.
Back on RCTV 19, 1st and 10 for the Urchins. And the interesting thing about that, John, is the clock will run now after the whistle coming out of the timeout, and it also resets play clock. So you get to run an extra 30 seconds off, as it will now be Holloman who takes the knee, and now we have a little bit of roughhousing going on, and now a flag's going to be thrown against East Union as a little bit of extracurricular activity happening, and that's going to stop the clock for the flag. So as that is being figured out, John, let me ask you, we do it every week. Player of the game, who do you have?
Drew Jackson.
Drew Jackson.
I think so. He's especially in the second half. He's much improved out of that shotgun set. That passing set that Walnut's come out in the second half with. Who's your player of the game?
Yeah, Jackson would definitely be my player of the game on the Walnut side. But I will say on the side of East Union, I would give it to Drew Holloman, the other quarterback. McVay has a claim. He has 2 big touchdown runs and a touchdown reception. But Jackson, the Holloman, the reason I give it to him is because when the drives had stalled out, or when they haven't got the big play, he's been there to scramble for the first downs and to pick up the gains necessary to get this offense moving to where they could have those big plays. It was a big play offense tonight for East Union.
Yeah.
But Holloman was the guy who, when the big play wasn't there, he did enough to keep the chains moving.
Exactly right. So,
but again, credit to Jackson on the other end because he battled when this game could have been. When this game, you could have just laid down and took the first half how it went. But the offense, Jackson came out as the leader of the offense and had this offense ready to play in the second half, and they looked much improved.
Yeah, and it was a much different style offense from what Walnut's ran this year so far. So we've seen Walnut run that power. Well, they come out in a kind of a wide open set spread formation, and that's that's something that we have not seen from Walnut yet this year.
So we go to another timeout from Walnut with 1:42 remaining in this ball game, as they might be looking to get the football back.
Looks like the East Union cheerleaders are throwing out some palm balls or some footballs.
Sadly, they haven't thrown one high enough where I could catch it.
Yeah, I know.
I remember a moment when I was a kid in the stands. If I didn't catch football before the game was over, I was sad. It was not a good, successful night for me. It didn't matter what the team did on the field; it's what I did off the field.
And speaking of footballs, First Franklin Financial Sports footballs at the Ripley games, the Walnut games, and the Faulkner games. So big shout out to them.
One of our sponsors are on RCTV 19.
Yeah.
Second down and 12 for East Union as they get ready to snap the football, and it'll be another kneel down by the Urchins. And let's see if this clock just continues to roll. It will this time.
And I believe that will bring up.
It'll bring up 3rd and 14. So we'll see what Walnut. They called the timeouts before. They got one more. But we'll see if they elect to call that or just allow this game to come to a close.
Right.
we tick under the 1 minute mark, and
Walnut, I believe East Union will only have to snap the ball one more time.
they will. The ball has to be snapped at least one more time.
And then that will bring it into our contest.
And it will be Holloman who takes it, puts his knee in the ground, and let's see. It will keep the clock moving, and that should be the end of our ball game. So, John, 47-20, East Union is going to win this one on the road. They will move to 2-0 in division after an 0-5 start in non-conference play. You know, credit to the Wildcats for battling, you know, not laying down, and this one with the start was not what they wanted. But also, let's talk for, let's talk just a little bit, give a little bit of credit to East Union as well, because, as an 0-5 team, it could have been the same easy for them. It could have been easy to lay down, and, but instead, now they look like the division front runners alongside maybe Ball.
Right. And folks, pay attention to this. Pay attention to this East Union team. They're a very good football team. They are a very well coached, very well played football team. So be careful. Be careful if you're playing East Union. Don't look at the record. If I could say one thing to any team that might be watching us tonight, or any coach that may be watching us, don't pay attention to the record. That record is not indicative of how good this team is.
And John, we're under 24 hours away now from our next game.
Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait till tomorrow night, folks. Tomorrow night, mark it on your calendars. If you cannot come out to Tiger Stadium, be on RCTV 19. We got some exciting things planned for tomorrow night. Can't reveal all of our secrets, but we do have some exciting things. You might even see Aaron Andrews. No, I'm not. No, we're not going to have Aaron Andrews there. But we've talked about maybe having a sideline reporter tomorrow night. So, man, it's going to be an exciting night of high school football. And I'm excited to be in Ripley, Mississippi tomorrow night for the old Highway 15 rivalry.
Absolutely.
Owen, be your first.
Yeah, it will be. Ripley and New Albany. Excited for that one. Faulkner also playing HW Byers on RCTV 19 Sports. So either way, you're Tippah County or a Union County resident, RCTV 19 is the place to be tomorrow. So again, want to wrap it up here. John, any final comments before I wrap this thing up?
Man, I just want to John Ross, man, thank you for all you do for us. Tony back at the station. Owen, Joey, man, it's a pleasure to do Walnut Football Week night. Looking forward to tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Old Highway 15 rivalry. It's been played since 1944, and they're going to play it at least one more time tomorrow. As New Albany and Ripley get ready to play, that's where me and John will be. 7 p.m. kick time tomorrow. Make sure you're there at 6:45 as we kick our broadcast off on RCTV 19. But again, for Mr. John, for John Ross Myers, for Joey doing camera, for Tony back at the station, I'm Peyton Taylor saying so long, good night, God bless, and we'll see you in a little under 24 hours from Ripley High School. Good night, everybody.